years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
Chemistry, a connection, or something in our genetic code. What we build is who we are. We don't stop it good enough, but we don't quit when the going gets tough. We're not afraid to get dirty, get lost, or turn a wrench. We go until there's nothing left. It's in our DNA.
Score big at Four Wheel Parts all month long. For a limited time, save big with up to 40% off Jeep JK parts and accessories. Plus savings all month long on tires, wheels, lift kits, lighting, and overland products. Take your rig from boring to built only at 4WP.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here for your third hour update here on Fishgistics, covering the Score Baja 400, the third annual today, coming at you guys. And we have the race about 3 hours into it, and that's why it's our third hour. But it's really only 2 hours into it because we had a ceremonial start, and then we had a restart after that at 10 o'clock, which the cars started 1 minute apart for trophy trucks, and then everybody else was 30 seconds apart after that. So we do have some changes to tell you guys about. Luke McMillan started first off the line. However, right around the kilometer 77 area past Ojos, he did get a flat tire. So Luke had to get out. Not Luke, Jason Duncan got out. He was changing to flat. When he did, Bryce Menzies was able to get around him. So your new leader on the course is Bryce Menzies in the number 7. He is your physical leader. We're going to have to keep an eye on a bunch of other people for corrected time, but he is your physical leader. So if we go over here and look, Bryce Menzies' tracker is not working, however. Unfortunately for us, the number 7 tracker is not working, so it's not showing him in first, although he is ahead of the 83 right here. As we can confirm, Bryce Menzies is your physical leader. He was 1 minute and 17 seconds in front of Luke McMillan about 10 minutes ago. So as of 10 minutes ago, that was the split there. And then we'll try to get you guys another split in a little bit. But remember, the number 7 tracker is not working, and he is actually first on course right now. So the second one on course was the 83, Luke McMillan. And then third is Mike Walser with Jack's Redline in there driving the first half. So that's your same order as the start, except Luke and Bryce just swapped positions. Luke had to change a tire. So that's really the only problem we've heard of anybody having yet as far as these front runners. Tavo right here in his new truck is still coming along. And then behind him is Jonathan Brenthal, 27 entry. That is actually Kyle driving that truck. And he's going to stay in it depending on how they're doing today. He told me he might stay in it all the way to the end. It just depends on how they're doing. So that's what's going on in that truck. I'm looking down my list here. Yeah, so Kyle's in the 27, and he's going to be driving that as long as it's going good today. So then we have Dan McMillan. His tracker is actually not updated for 4 minutes, so sorry, he's actually probably still in 4th place where he was. Just depending on when his and Tavo's tracker update, we'll kind of bounce them around on our tracker screen here. So definitely a little interesting there. All right, what are we saying here, Busby? Polvardi flat at kilometer 77. Okay, so there you go. If we go back over here a little bit, there's another update for you guys. Christopher Polvardi, he was running right at the front. He had a flat tire. So Christopher Polvardi has a flat tire right here. And Brian Busby says the top 4 TT specs right on top of each other. Let's see if maybe he wants to. Let me see if Busby. You want to come on here, Busby? Click on the link. Let's see if we can get him on. We'll see if he's at a good spot. Maybe we can get him to come live again. All right. So that's a good update. Yeah, look at the spec truck racing. It's pretty close. You have the 264 right here, then the 277, then the 204, the 228, the 297, 261. Really good race, as always, in the spec truck class. So definitely cool to see the spec trucks having another really good race. If you're looking at this blue line right here, this is for bikes. So let's see if we can get Busby on here with us. Let's see.
This is probably us, right?
Hey, you there?
You there? All right, what do we got going on? Where are you at now?
I'm at KM77. We're watching all the spec trophy trucks are just coming through right now.
All right.
That was Green Army just went through, I believe it was.
Your audio's a little low. Maybe talk a little louder. Is your finger over the mic?
Yeah, is that better?
There we go.
Sorry about that. So, yeah, we are right at KM77 where they're coming onto the road. I'd flip my camera around, but I'd probably lose you. But now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spec trophy trucks coming through.
Here's number 8, right?
Here's number 8. So it looks like we lost a spot. So we were 8th off the line. Oh, no, that's 61L. 61L on the highway right there. That pack of the spec trophy trucks literally came in right on top of each other, the first 4. I mean, they were within 5 seconds each of each other.
Awesome.
So,
within 5 seconds, 4 trucks at kilometer 77.
Yeah, and then Polvardi came in second with the flat, and then it took him and he lost 2 spots with that. So it's going good. Somebody else is coming. I see they're blocking the traffic here.
So did Polvardi change?
It's ours. Okay, it's 207. That's us, Mason Cullen. So I got to go. I'll talk to you guys later.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
All right, there you go. Quick update from Brian Busby at kilometer 77. So you heard Christopher Polvardi came in with a flat. They had to change it. He lost 2 spots. So bummer for the 204. So it's a couple flats we've heard of so far. We said Luke McMillan had one earlier and lost a position. And now Christopher Polvardi had one and lost 2 positions. So in a race like this, it's really tough, especially before Mike's. You want to be in front of as many cars as you can going over that Mike's section in a little bit. So not a good place to be getting flats early in the race, that's for sure. So that's a look at the leaders here. Let's go look at the bike class because look, they're just right here on the straight across from them, basically on the Pacific side. So we are looking out by the coast. The 325 is showing in first right now, 325, and then followed by the 10X is showing in second. Then we have the 180 in third, and then we have the 300 and the 38X. Followed by a helicopter. So that's what's going on there. In the quads, we have the 7A and the 5A still really close to each other. This has been a really good race all day today. These guys have been, every time we've checked on them, they've been within less than about a mile or 2 of each other. So this is really good race going on in the quad class here today. Then coming back to some of the other classes, I don't know all the different bike classes, so there's a look at some of them. You can see they are taking the blue line here. Nobody's going this way, hopefully, because that's the truck line. You can go that way if you want to. They're not going to DQ a bike if they took the truck course, but this way is definitely easier and shorter, so you'd want to hopefully go this way. That would be to your advantage to take the bike course. That's what the blue line is. That is for bikes only. All right. Let's see. 10X, last update 6 minutes ago. Yeah, so that's like we were saying earlier. There we go. Look at that. They just bounced back in front. Just updated. So like we said, you always got to check on when it updated. You can see the 10X just updated and they jumped back in front, and the 325 just updated 0 minutes ago. So these are both accurate right now. So the 10X is your lead bike right now for sure, unless somebody's ahead of the 10X that doesn't have a tracker working, which we don't know about that. Then the 325X is going to be in second place. So that's them. Some other updates for you guys. Yeah, somebody's asking what happened to 168 Cody Reed. They have a blown engine. So a blown engine for the Alumacraft all-wheel drive. Bummer for them. They are out of the race. The 168 has a blown engine. They are out of the race. The 138, one of the Wilson cars, they had some steering issues at like mile 22. So they have been down with steering issues. So bummer for the 138, the Wilson, one of the Wilson entries. I think that's actually the Kyle Quinn entry, is the driver of record. They're having steering problems at 138. And then that's the only updates I've heard so far as people having problems. If you guys know of anybody else that had a problem, let us know. What is up with PAB? So earlier, actually, yeah, the 14 was stopped. Pecoy was stopped earlier. I think he had some steering issues also. They were able to get fixed. The 16 is same thing as Bryce. His tracker's not working good today. You can see it hasn't updated for 24 minutes. So that is not a correct location on the 24 there, or on the 16 there. It hasn't updated in almost half an hour. So keep an eye on that later, see if that updates again. Andy McMillan's is updating pretty good. He's making his way through the pack. Remember, he had a flat in qualifying, and he had to start all the way in the back. So Andy's got a lot of traffic to go through today, and he's made his way through some of it so far. You can see he's passed like the 63, the 98, the 85L. Pretty much anybody that qualified right in front of him, a couple of those guys he's gotten around, and now he's catching up to the 53L, and then he's got the 6 of Dan Myers and Raul Gomez. Those are going to be the next cars that are on Andy's pecking order there. He's going to have to get ahead of those guys. He wants to get ahead of as many of these guys as he can before the mic section, which if you guys are unfamiliar with the mic section, I can kind of show you where it is. It's down here. This is the Mike's turnoff off the highway right here, and then you come up here, and Mike's is right around 150-ish, somewhere around up in here is the Mike's Sky Ranch. Might actually be a little farther. I forget. I think it's at 150. This is all tight and technical. This whole section, basically from this highway right here over to this highway, this whole section is really tight and technical. A lot of one lane, single track stuff. There's not a lot of passing, so it's really hard if you get stuck behind someone here, unless they want to pull over for you, which most of these guys don't. It's hard to make up time in this section. So yeah, that's a tough section. So right now they are on the highway right here. When you see this and you see them on the highway, this is a speed zone section right here. So you can see they're doing 58 miles an hour, 59. The speed limit is 60 right here. So 59, that's why they're all doing 59, 56, 57, 56. This is a speed zone. You're not allowed to go over 60 miles an hour right there. So that's what that section is right there. So you guys got any other questions or anything? Let me know. The race is still it's very crowded back here in all these other classes, so it's hard to tell you guys who's leading and what. In class 10, we can kind of zoom in a minute and try and see, because here's Bryce Menzies' tracker. It hasn't updated for an hour, so that is not a good location for the 7 when you guys are looking at the trackers. The 1064, Justin Buckley is showing as first right now, followed by the 1000 of Ben Hagel right there. Then we have it might actually be Hagel in front, just depends on when they update. So yeah, it looks like it is. Hagel's just updated. He's probably in front. And then we have Buckley in second, it looks like. And then we have the 1006. Stan Potter is going to be next, followed by the 1079 and the 1087. So that's your leaders in 10. And then everybody else is going to be pretty bunched up back here still. We have, let's see, we have an 1800 car, Mike Pratt here. Then we have some 2905. Mark Brunette, looks like that's your first Pro Turbo car. Kristen Matlock, second 1800. Wes Miller up front here. Justin Lambert. Craig Scanlon in a brand new car. That's a brand new Pro R there. Polaris Pro R for Craig Scanlon. Then we got some more spec trucks. And yeah, it's going to get crowded after there. So we'll check on these guys a little bit more later as it gets a little bit more spread out. It's really, I mean, look at these guys. They're all just stacked up on each other. Everybody is off the line, though, it looks like. Every car is off the line. Here's our Class 11 cars. We have 1156, 1111. We got some more in here. The 1100, Alex Gonzalez. So we have at least 3 11 cars today. So it's a good idea to always keep an eye on the 11 cars. Everybody's always rooting for those guys. Honestly, this is a pretty easy race for the Class 11s compared to some of the other courses out there. I don't foresee them having too many problems today. You never know, but a lot of this course is 11 car friendly. Really, it's not too bad. All right. Well, I think that's it for this update, guys. That's a pretty good update. If you're just joining us to look at the bikes, it looks like the 10X is your leader. He's currently at mile 300. So he's got a little less than 100 miles to go to the finish. All the cars will be out of the way because they do come in on the same course over here. Right here, actually, is where they come in on the same course. These guys will all be moved out of the way, so we won't have any problems with head-on traffic today or anything like that. So the bikes will be totally clear by the time they get up there once the 10X gets back up there. Your lead car right now is somewhere over here. These trackers aren't updating very good. Luke McMillan hasn't updated for 4 minutes. Bryce Menzies is going to be somewhere probably right around here. Would be my guess. So it's the 7, then it's the 89, then I think it's the 80. Sorry, then it's the 83, and then it's the 89 third, and then fourth is most likely still Dan McMillan. It could be Tavo if he got around him. It's just hard to tell on the trackers right here because they're updating at different times. This is actually the goat trail right here where you see where this comes down and you get on the highway. So we should have some physical splits for our next update at 1 o'clock on the running order of the cars through here at least. So stay tuned for that. We'll try to get you some more physical splits, as obviously those are more accurate than this tracker is. Hopefully maybe the 7 tracker starts working a little bit later, and hopefully we'll get to see that. The score feed is going pretty well. This is their feed here. You can go over to the Score YouTube or scoreinternational.com. They have cameras all over the course. The cameras have been really good today. They've had a lot of cool footage today, and you kind of watch it in between my updates. I have it on a TV above me here that we watch all the time. So it's cool to see all the cameras on course. All the Starlinks for them are working pretty well. The Bryce Menzies one, it was working a little bit ago, but it's not working again right now. They're having a little issue getting the connection there. So hopefully the Bryce Menzies feed can come back on at some point today. But we'll keep you guys posted on all that. All right. So big thanks once again, as always, to all of our sponsors that make all this possible. KMC Wheels, F&L Racing Fuel, 4-Wheel Parts, BFG Tires, Alexander Ford. Alexander Ford's having a pretty good day so far. I saw them up here, the 228. They are running with that lead pack, as they usually do. Ryan Hancock and Brock Eager in there. Brock is starting. He's going to about, let me see, where's Brock going to? I think he's going to 220. Yeah, he's going to mile 220, and then Ryan Hancock's going to get in and take it over there. So thanks, Alexander Ford. Vi-Metal trailers. All these guys use Vi-Metal nowadays. We just ordered another one, actually, the other day here. So Vi-Metal trailers. Jeff Alford and Ultra Beer. Thanks to them, we'll have some of them over here on this side after the race today. The Polaris. They got a lot of Polarises out here today, as always. Some new Polaris Pro Rs. Craig Scanlon's got his new one and some others out there. King Shocks. And Unlimited RV and Baja Designs. So hopefully you don't need your Baja Designs today, because if you do, it's going to, at least in the trophy truck class, you shouldn't need them today. Everybody else is definitely going to need them, but the lead cars are hoping they don't need any of their Baja Designs today. So we'll see how that goes throughout the day. And yeah, all the vehicles have left the start. Pierce Herps, somebody was asking for an update on them. They are currently right here. It should still be first. We haven't heard that anybody got around them. They started first. The Pierce Herps truck, that is actually James Dean is actually driving the Pierce Herps truck to about mile 200. And then Pierce will get in. So that is James Dean. He qualified the 264. He is starting the race, and he's going to go to around mile 200-ish. And then from there, Pierce will get in and take it to the finish. So that's what's going on there. In the number 19 truck, that is his dad, Pat Dean, is in that one. I don't know where the 19 is on here somewhere. He's in the 19 right now, and then Tim's going to get in that around the same area, around 200. So that's what's going on there. All right, we'll keep you guys posted. We'll be back at 1 o'clock with your next update. Once again, here on Fishgistics. Thanks for watching, guys.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new Razor Turbo R and revolutionary Razor Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of Razor is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.